Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Nikki. I'm a homeschool mom of an only child in 3rd grade. Today I want to talk to you about our quarter 3 wrap up. Holy moly, how we're on quarter 3 or ending quarter 3. I don't know, but let's talk. I have lots of updates and things going on. So let's just get into it. If you're new here, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button to help out my channel and the bell to notify you of any future uploads of mine, as they will all be homeschool mom life related. I review tons of curriculum and do tons of reviews and stuff like that. So let's just get into it. Quarter 3. Quarter 3 was good. We had a great quarter. We took all of December off and we started back like literally the day, I believe the day after New Year's, and I started a new job all at the same time. So we've had a lot of adjusting this quarter and it really tested us, but honestly it went really well, way better than I thought it was going to. So my daughter has been doing some independent things on the days that I'm not here. So I've kind of had to change like the way our routine goes for schooling. I have had to kind of, what may seem like a double lesson to her, is just me teaching the lesson the day before I know I'm not going to be here. So like Mondays, I'm doing kind of like prep work for the next day's lesson, so I can at least teach the lesson to her, and then she can do like the work that goes along with the lesson on her own the next day. So like for math, I will teach Monday's lesson, and then I will teach her specifically Tuesday's lesson, and then she would go ahead and do Tuesday's like review and practice stuff on her own. And that's been working out really, really well. That's been kind of like a little adjustment, but she's knocked it out of the park. She has taken full course speed here independently. She comes down in our school area all by herself and she gets her work done. There's only been maybe a few instances where she's forgotten to do something or something like that, but you know, nothing that I'm like, oh my gosh, you have to do da 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 da. No, it's not like that. So we did really well. She did really well. We incorporated big science into our, like the rest of the year. So I talked about this a little bit in a separate video where I kind of did a flip through for you, but we weren't really doing science. I know I'm horrible. Science is horrible for me, but I know it needs to be done. So I needed to find something to simplify that, and I went ahead and found our big science book from last year, and she really likes this. So win-win. I get this is not like some full curriculum or anything like that, but it's working for us for the remainder of the year. So I went ahead and just kind of pulled some topics that I wanted us to go over. And so then I pulled like maybe a couple pages at a time, and we only do it once a week. She does big science on Thursdays. So that's worked really well. We also incorporated financial literacy this quarter, and that has been going really well. It's something she can do completely independent. I'm going to have a full review coming on this really soon, as we're about more than halfway through the book. And so I do have some more thoughts and opinions on the financial literacy book that we do. She also does real world writing. This is completely independent for her as well. I have lots of thoughts and opinions on this one. I'm going to be doing a full video on this as well, and a flip through and all of that, so you can get an idea. I'm just going to say we're doing it. We're skipping a lot, but we're doing it, and she does enjoy it. So there are things that I might be able to go further in depth on for that video. Beowulf grammar. We added Beowulf grammar into the last half of our year. She's doing fantastic with Beowulf grammar. I know if you saw my kind of rabbit hole 4th grade planning video, I went down the fact of like what's important, what's not important, what should she learn. And we're just going to finish out Beowulf grammar. I think it's a really good curriculum, and I think it will help her going forward with anything, really, just to have that basic grammar knowledge down. If we don't finish that this year, it'll just continue into next year. And it's likely going to continue into next year. Because like I said, we are wrapped up this 3rd quarter. We have 1 more quarter left of the year, and that's it. She's still doing most dose literature on her own as well on Tuesdays. And that's going really well. I did come across a schedule that I'm going to incorporate in our 4th grade year. Lots of changes being made there, but I'm going to have a whole other video on like what, like when all the curriculum videos start to come out. So those are kind of like how 3rd grade has gone. Now, sorry, 3rd quarter has gone in 3rd grade. We are starting some new things going into 4th quarter that she is going to be doing. So I'm doing a whole other video on this topic as well, but just so you know, we are discontinuing our language arts program from the Good and the Beautiful, and we are doing a unit from Moving Beyond the Page. I know what you're thinking. I've done these before and they haven't been successful, but so I know what you're thinking. I have done some reviews on Moving Beyond the Page in the past, and it hasn't necessarily been a successful thing for us, but I have more thoughts that I'm willing to share. This is not something that we're going to be doing for 4th grade. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. I think I'm solid on my plan for 4th grade. But this is what we're doing at least for the end of the year. We are going to be doing Iggy's House from Judy Bloom. So that we have already started and it's going great. I love the topics incorporated in this book, and I think they're very important topics, but also, things that might not be taught otherwise in your homeschool, or just even like a conversation about. But there's a lot of like racial relationships and stuff like that in this book. So we're liking it. She is still doing her handwriting to see from Zaner Bloser. It's been great. She is starting cursive and really like taking off. We're about halfway through this book. Now this is level 2, but I don't care. I don't need to go by levels. And it was just better for her to start there. We are going to be wrapping up our spelling from Horizons. In fact, I'm doing something completely different next year for spelling to simplify, because I felt like this year we were very overwhelmed and very doing too many things. And so I think next year is going to really change that. We are also testing out a app for math. Because as you all know, I am not the biggest fan of Math with Confidence. I'm just not. I've done videos on it if you want to check those out. I'm not going to go into that in this video. So we're testing out some stuff that we might be using for next year. But overall, we had a great 3rd quarter. I'm so excited to go into 4th quarter because we're doing so many fun things. I mean, we're doing this Moving Beyond the Page. We're doing big science. We're finishing out our financial literacy. We'll be done with real world writing in maybe like 2-3 weeks at most. And that will free up some of our time as well. She's going to be reading on her own independently. the last and final book for The Good and the Beautiful. This is just going to be an independent read, and we're just going to talk about it after each chapter. She is going to read it on her own though. Just because we literally have one left, even though we're not doing the actual language arts program anymore. It's not like the books ever correlated with the program for the third year. So we are going to do that in our fourth quarter. And then once we wrap up like real world writing and financial literacy, we are going to be doing the critical thinking detective in the beginning. I just thought this would be really something fun that we can incorporate and do together. So I'm excited. This is a really short book. Like it'll be really fun. I'm excited. I don't know if she's excited because I haven't really mentioned that yet. But otherwise, I'm still using Homeschool Planet as well to plan out my days, and that has been still life-saving and time-wise in all the energy that goes into planning. So lastly, we are doing a huge project-based thing in our to end out the year and to continue on. One of our homeschool groups has created a what is who is program for kids to present. So every once a month we are going to, whatever the theme or topic is on the what is or who is, we're going to do some research. We're going to create a presentation. We're going to use poster board or do a craft or an art project as some kind of visual, and then we're going to get up in front of people and present it. I am extremely excited for this opportunity, and I think it's a great opportunity. And it's, it's free. It's just like a meetup, and we're meeting up at a library, and she's loving it. Like our first one is we're doing her favorite author, and so we picked Roseanne Perry, and she wrote The Whale of the Wild, A Wolf Called Wander, those books, and my daughter has absolutely devoured them. These are books that she has finished in a day. She has just been sucked into the stories. She loves when books have the animal point of view. We're going to do a video ourselves on this whole presentation and project that we're doing for this. So stick around for that in the coming days, weeks, whatever. And so, yeah, that's going to be a really, really, really big, fun, extra add-on project that I think she's loving research. So, and then printing things out and stuff like that. So I'm going to help her kind of design the poster board, and make sure that it's visually there for her to explain up in front of her friends. So yeah, that wraps up our quarter three. What is your quarter three like? Have you done anything fun? Have you have any plans, or how's your year going? I want to know. Let me know in the comments down below. I hit around 1,000 subscribers. Actually, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and then randomly YouTube was like, nah, just kidding, and dropped me back down a lot. So once I hit 1,000 subscribers again, I plan to do a really, really, really big giveaway. So help me out here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share, spread the word of my channel, and let me know in the comments how your quarter went, and I'll see you in my next video.